Swaziland is a country that is a last absolute monarch. It is a country that is a dictatorship. It is a country that has banned political parties, as a result deliberately does not want checks and balances. And Swaziland has used culture and tradition, has politicized culture and tradition to retain and sustain the feudal system currently in place. The law as it stands, its core business is to silence the voices of dissent and all those that criticize the system of governance currently in place. We also have a situation where there is dire poverty in the country. This is exhibited by the fact that about 70% of our working population ends below poverty datum line, which is about $2 a day, and 33% of our population feeds from donor aid food. Unfortunately, government, by what we see in their budget, they don't regard HIV/AIDS as a priority, because what they budget for HIV and AIDS, it's a list of all other things that they view as priorities. In fact, the budget towards health and agriculture is far too lower than the budget that goes to the military and the armed forces, whilst we are fighting no war and we are not threatened by any of our neighbors. Because of the immunity and protection that the Chinese industries, the textile industries enjoy from the political support of the country, they simply discharged armed forces to put pressure on the women to go back to work, and they refused unless their responses were adhered, their demands were adhered to, and a lot of those women became victims of rubber bullets, tear gas, being beaten by batons, for having offended nobody but demanding decent wages. With the current global financial crisis, we have already begun to feel the heat, much against what African governments say that because their banking systems were conservative, therefore Africa is not as exposed to this challenge as European countries and Americans are. The truth is, because our markets are in those countries, and there is currently apathy in the banks loaning out money to the companies, and there are a lot of retrenchments taking place even abroad. That has caused a lesser demand of the goods that we produce, and therefore a call for downsizing and retrenchments of workers in most of our industries.